When we develop the hammer, we develop the ability to manipulate angles of attack, plus we can open and close a line of attacks. Obviously this is a wicked skill, but it's also the consequence of a good development process. So things that sometimes appear to be simple, many times have a hidden depth to them. Another thing that seems obvious is the connection, but this also needs attention and understanding. We need to think about what we're trying to achieve and how we're able to do that. The body is so delicate, yet at the same time can be amazingly resilient. So we need to 1. Learn how to attack and strike, and secondly develop our understanding and ability to cause maximum damage. Combining and blending the hammer and punch means that we can now attack direct, redirect, or open and/or close the opponent down. So simple strikes start having a greater level of understanding connected to them. Product knowledge is always king. When we really understand who we are and what we're capable of, then many things that previously seemed impossible become possible. As we said before, the hammer is a weapon-based attack, and now we've planted the seed with the thumb ring, we should start seeing that there is a lot more to a simple hand than first meets the eye. What's our point with this one? Well, just when we think we've seen everything, maybe we can still be enlightened, but only if we want to be. Conditioned resistance is our blindfold. Now we look at the destruction of the midline trap from the front. So across the last few weeks we've looked at the trapping from the high and midline and both from the front and the rear. So once again we can see a simple process of development at hand. And as we now know, month by month we expand on all of this information. The ring is clearly a big equaliser in the street. If somebody's bigger and stronger, then they're bigger and stronger. If we meet them head on, we lose. So intelligent is the way. But this again is the consequence of study and investigation. time when we hit the ground we fight off our backs again. But when we are attacked by the second opponent, we use a new line of attack now. Instead of being re-dragged to the floor again, we catch the timing beat and attack the opponent's leg, thus bringing him down, and we then continue to destroy the legs. Because in truth there are 1,000,001 answers in the street, we can never give the true answer. What we can do though is give answers of experience and expose the major common reactions. Basically some of the more typical things and reactions that people generally make. But the rest is in the moment and our instinct. Now let's crack on with the first series with two opponents. Watch us who attacks the leg of the opponent with the shoulder. This is a basic attack once again, but as always it's the key to a whole new area of work that we will expand upon and explore across the months ahead. You will notice if you watch carefully that Greg also uses the pensador to attack the leg. We carry a lot of work with us now, and we also need to make sure that we absorb what we've been training. If not, it kind of defeats the object. Isolation is needed to clarify what we're learning, but the predator exercise teaches us what we've absorbed. Following the process we spoke about earlier, we now up the striking in this second series. This is so important and should never be taken for granted. If we use a simple comparison, let's say for example boxing, they train and develop the punches every day. Why? One reason only, and we all know the answer to that. street has no boundaries as to what can happen, and we all need to develop all of our abilities with this in mind. All the martial arts talk about the body being a weapon, but this is so easy to say. But actually having the knowledge and ability to really do this, well, that's a different playing field altogether. In the third part, the ground is opened up once again. Like we said last week, these exercises are starting to grow now. We have a lot of different elements kicking off in there, and each is the doorway to a more expansive development. The cool part is the work never stops. We can never say, yeah, got that, because there's just way too much to learn. Because we like to keep the process in constant movement, things are always evolving. This means if we get lazy or complacent, we get left behind. This part we like, as it keeps us on our toes. If we want to be on the cutting edge, then daily evolution is a serious part of the equation. Enjoy this last part again, and don't forget to keep changing the location and situations. One, it's important, but secondly, it's just great fun as well. Till next week, enjoy.